Thank you to Blushings, where brushes and blessings create inspiration. Book your next sip and paint experience. Hey everybody, Lady She here from Hot Mic Lady She podcast. I am excited for today's episode. We are still on a run for season 2 of the Red Hook series. I'm super excited. Yes, I am part of the team playing Faith's mother, but on tonight we have the leading man of Red Hook series, and I'm super excited to have him come in and speak to you. This episode is brought to you by Blushings, The Experience. Blushings will be coming out to Maryland on February 14th. Make sure you guys check it out. Follow She's Got Teas for more information, or you can follow me here at Hot Mic Lady She Podcasts, Lady She _ podcast. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Real Block Pictures on YouTube. Check out season 1, because if you check out season 2 without checking out season 1, it's not going to flow. It's not going to make any sense. So y'all need to make sure y'all tune in, subscribe, leave a comment, support. Make sure you follow Red _Hook_ series on Instagram as well. Look out for more work from them. Huge shout out to Dave and John doing all the things over there in Brooklyn, New York. And we are just ready to get to it. We got Mark in the building. We about to get it all up in his business, see what's going on with him and his acting. Who is Mark and who is Phil Porter? We got to see what's happening here, all right? And make sure y'all follow me too. Make sure y'all subscribe to Hot Mic Lady She Podcast.
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
I am wonderful, 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 wonderful. I was just telling the people a little bit. You know, I know a little something. So, I shared that. But we're happy to see you. I truly appreciate you. I know you're busy. I thank you for coming on this platform just to hang out with me a little bit.
Yes.
All right, so I'm just gonna jump in. You can share, you can tell people who you are, and then I'll take the reins from there.
Well, first and foremost, my name is Marc Shyst. I'm an actor, hip hop artist, author, philanthropist from Washington, D.C. And I play Phil Porter on the Red Hook series. Red Hook is a special place in the world, It's a special place with a special breed of people that as an actor, I'm just blessed and fortunate that I get a chance to use the talents that I have to speak for people, and sometimes I'm in a privileged situation to represent unheard voices and project reality to the world through acting. So Red Hook series has been a true blessing to me, and we on season 2, which you are a part of. And you're such a phenomenal talent yourself. So
Thank you.
I've seen you live in action. I happened to pull up on set and watched you from the sidelines throw them chops, So yeah. So
Yeah,
that's me.
gotcha.
That's me in a nutshell. So yeah.
Right, I appreciate that. And listen, that was a bar, sir. Like, we could just leave. Like, that was a lot. That was a lot. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So I truly thank you so much, for joining us. Once again, everybody who's joining, this is Marc Shyst. He plays the leading role for the Red Hook series. He plays Phil Porter. And he mentioned that we're on season 2, but I want him to tap into, the inception. Like, how did you come to meet Dave, meet John? How did you get involved with this project?
Um, I met Dave some years ago. We have acquaintances that I'm friends with, and good partners of mine in New York that we connected, not even physically, but just he's been following me for years and watching my growth and watching me, my talent grow and watching me put in work. So many moons ago, I told him if he ever got anything and he could put me in New York, that that was my goal. And I mean, this was years ago.
Wow.
So yeah, so he stayed. He kept an eye on me. He's one of them. Yeah, he kept an eye on me for a
He's one.
long time. Yeah, and when the opportunity came, he called me, and I appreciate him and John because they gambled and bet the house on me to.
Oh.
With me, it's not being a lead is not about uh, being a star more than it is about setting a tone and bringing a level of respect and professionalism that the cast followed through. So um, they gave me that opportunity to do that, and I was blessed and fortunate enough that it worked out in the favor of God for everybody. I'm blessed to be surrounded by a group of beautiful women and men that are talented. Whether or not they've been this, it's their first time or second time or however, it's a group of talented, hungry, aspiring actors and actresses that take it serious. And
Mhm.
yeah, I'm just happy to, that all of them gave me the opportunity to step in and be Phil Porter and bring it to them like the world needs to see.
Love that. Love that. Love that. So, so how long have you been acting? Like, is acting like your first love? How did you get here?
Um, I'm a hip hop artist, so
Oh.
yeah, so acting came secondary to the gift of, making music and rhyming and producing my own videos. Um, and acting honestly is one of them things that I neglected the years. And I'm grateful that God gave me the opportunity to just grow and you know listen to his guidance more than it was mine. I'll be honest with you.
Mm.
And and I say that to encourage anybody who sometimes we all have ideas and things that maybe you feel you should do and you neglect it. Acting was one of them things I just couldn't neglect anymore. It was like the whisper got too loud,
Like a
and
forced marriage.
a forced marriage. You gotta you,
Love
you
that.
gotta you gotta at least attempt it. So that's how I got into acting. I was a late bloomer. But
Hmm.
I will be honest that once I got involved with it, God opened up so many doors so fast that I knew it was His will, not mine.
Yeah.
Um,
Timing is perfect.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a true blessing for me.
Mhm. I love that. I love that. And thank you for, speaking to those who, aspire to act because it can be intimidating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can be very, very intimidating. There's a lot. And where you're from DC, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, in DC and the DMV area, there's a lot of talent out that way.
Yeah.
I went to school in Virginia, and I feel like everywhere you turn, somebody was trying to act and saying rap and stuff. And I'm like, I'm from New York, so that's kind of normal too. But I was like, I didn't know it was that serious out here. And then I started
Yeah.
thinking about some of the artists. I'm like, nah, they got some talent out here. Wow. So that's
Yeah.
why, when Dave and John was explaining that, a lot of the cast wasn't from here. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, word. And they're like, oh yeah, the lead is from DC. I'm like, oh snap, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So even with you sharing that, in your words, you're a late bloomer, but you're really right on time. Share with us, how did you prepare for this part? I understand you said Dave followed you and he saw your growth and everything, but how did you prepare to be like the lead? That's like a big deal. You know what I'm saying? And tell us about the difference between Mark versus Phil Porter.
Uh, um, how I prepared. I have a lot of associates and friends from Harlem, Brooklyn, um, Southside Jamaica, Queens. Um, and I've been knowing them for years. I've been back and forth in New York for years, and
Okay.
so I've been around the environment and influenced with real men and women from the New York, and the New York State, and so to prepare for Phil Porter was just stepping into that world and,
Mm,
and actually understanding who Phil Porter was and what was the objective goal to project. Um, yeah, Phil Porter is he's a guy that's in every hood that had success. Not everybody in the hood has success, but he's had success, and he just wants another way out.
Right.
I've been in that state. Um, I've been there not as Phil Porter, but I've been there as as Marc Shyst. And honestly, that's what acting saved my life, because I had to transition out of um, the regular normal hood environment. I was very successful, at doing hood things. I'll say that. No, I was very
Gotcha.
successful, and I had to give that up in order for me to, the result of me as an actor being on. I've been fortunate that I've been on BET, Stars, HBO. Um, I've acted amongst people I looked up to all my life, in films, when it was all a result of me being disciplined enough of stop going one direction and giving up some things to go another direction.
Right.
Um, it's just a sacrifice that come along with the gift, and I will hopefully someone who sees this, that maybe you are doing some things that's not uh, conducive to you being in the right places, because with acting, you can be a great talent, you can be a great, you can have the gift, but if you're not at the right place at the right time, you'll miss the right opportunities to be in the right place at the right time, because you'll be occupied doing things that don't add up to, you getting to where, God's plan in your life. So
Yeah.
yeah, and
Oh,
that
that was good.
thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
that was good. That was good. So, when I hear you speaking, it reminds me of a conversation that I just had literally yesterday with somebody from where I'm from. I'm from a rough area,
Mhm.
and I told the person I was proud of them from finally moving out of that space. So
Yeah,
when it comes to people that have the talent that are from those areas, like you know, dealing with the drug, the prostitution, all the things that come with the hood per se. And they want to get out. Like, what does discipline look like? You said discipline, like, what does that actually look like? You know what I'm saying? Is it like God, you know, a men's group, just connecting with other actors? Like, what does that look like for them?
all of those things. It definitely, whatever your spirituality, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, believing. I just was talking to an inspiring actor today, and I told him, just put God first, right? If you put God first in your life, um, favor and faith will maneuver you through, places that you may not be qualified to be there. The doors will open, windows will open, and blessings will pour out. But you just got to be prepared and be ready. So, you know, that sacrifice is those things. Um, it's a lot of my blessings came from people right at my church, right? Like when I looked up, and it's supposed to be that way. The body of Christ, it's not just there to be there, right? In that
Right.
body is living people that do certain things. So, use your network, the positive network. Um,
Mm-hmm.
when I'm still in the street, right? But I'm not active in doing, negative things, but I'm still in the street. But when I did live that life, I was fearless in getting to the information and getting to the people that helped me prosper.
Right.
And in a faith-based world, it's the same thing. You
Mm.
move in faith and move through people that are assigned to help. It's certain people that want to help, but you definitely have to present yourself. You got to open your mouth and say who you are and what you do, and don't be scared to present yourself to people that can help you. So it is that it's men's group, is hanging with the right people, people that are like-minded,
Right.
and that direction doesn't happen over time. It happens when you change your thinking in a blink of an eye.
Ooh, mindset. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it's your mindset more than it is location. You don't have to run. You don't. It's just your mindset. Once you change your mindset, things can happen overnight for you.
Gotcha, gotcha. That was so good. So, you know what? I love that you shared that. You said Dave watched you, he watched your growth, and then basically he didn't forget. You know what I'm saying? His word. You know what I'm saying? You know, being where we're from, we're like, your word is everything. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
people will tell you they're rocking to sleep, like, oh yeah, I'm doing this project. I'm gonna holler at you when it's this, when it's that. You know, how do you stay encouraged to keep going? Because let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, coming from, because basically you kind of already connected to the industry, being in the music industry, which is, whew, oof, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So how do you
Hey, give me a charger, a long one.
how do you stay focused when it comes to different projects, and how do you know what to take on and what not to take on? Because I've seen people fumble,
Okay.
good producers, good directors, because they felt like this person is probably going to get hot before this person. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
how do you navigate choosing which projects to take, which ones, you know, it's a dub?
Um. Well, for me, right, I've been grateful and fortunate enough that I've taken on the projects that have presented themselves to me. Um. And through navigating it, through that, you know, you definitely have to look at yourself as a brand and what you want to represent. Um. Because you are a brand, and what actors need to know, especially aspiring actors, that in this day and age, people will put you involved with their project, especially if they can see that you are a person of influence. Um, it's it might not be your followers more than it is the person that you are.
Right.
And it took me a while, and that's one of the lasting, maybe not the last, but just one of the things I'm learning now, that it's like you really have to navigate through things. You can't, if you are from the street, you have to leave that thinking behind, because you
Yeah.
know you talk to people, how you deal with people, how you handle situations will inevitably put you in good places, or it can put you on a outside of a fence where you're looking in because you curse somebody out, or you handle situations wrongly, like
Right.
your conduct and your character is all a part of how far you'll get in this business. Um, and inevitably, you don't gotta kiss nobody ass, and you shouldn't do nothing that you don't want to do. But definitely understand, this is a business of your livelihood and how you socialize with groups of people. You get around groups of people and you want to carry on like a fool, and you want to be disrespectful, and you just don't know who's who. Everybody is somebody. So um
Okay.
just be cautious of your brand, that I
Yeah.
was you know
Yes, that's a fact. Be cautious of your brand, folks. Hashtag that. Be
yeah,
cautious of your brand, because yeah, I've seen some people fumble that, and I've had to explain to people, listen, you can have all the talent in the world, but if nobody want to work with you, nobody want to work with you. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like you gotta handle that. If people,
yeah.
if it's difficult to work with you, they will not. They will move on. So, I truly thank you for that, for sharing that. So tell us, those who have not seen season one yet, we're encouraging them to check out season two, but
Yeah.
tell them what season one is about, so they can have like a heads up to go check it out.
Well, season one is definitely about a young man from Red Hook Projects, which is in Brooklyn, New York. And he's had success in the streets. He has a crew of many of women and men
Mm-hmm.
um, that look up to him for leadership, and they inevitably don't understand his logical thinking, but his thinking is to get out of the streets and pursue the music business. The music business is the hustle that he wants to get to. Um, he's an educated young man too. He has a college degree.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he has a degree in business, so he understands
Excuse
the
me.
process of building business. Um, and he's very calculated with his moves. so in that he just goes through rough patches of convincing the people close to him that this is the move, and leave the streets alone, and that puts an internal battle with him, um, his peers, and his girlfriend, which is played by Cheyenne Smith. Very,
Shout out to Shy.
yeah, wonderful talent. So between his lady and his friends, it's just a struggle of right and wrong and convincing them to do right, and leave the streets alone.
Mhm.
The battle that's going on through season one anyway.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So wait. So you've been acting for some time. Is this your first romantic
No,
role? He's like, no.
no, not at all.
Okay. So you comfortable then? Because you guys' chemistry is like I literally was like, I'm like, are they together? Like, is they good? It seems very natural. So that's
it's,
good
it's
acting.
it's very natural and genuine. Um,
Yeah.
and I will say that, right, that like not every co-star that you meet that you'll have a chemistry with, but she's such a humble giant. Um,
Sweet.
not only is she humble, like my first interaction with her was one thing she did, and I will say this about her: she studied. Not only did she study, if you can mirror someone, right, and that's just reacting off of how would they project.
Mm-hmm.
She was excellent at doing that. She was
Love it.
so excellent that you wouldn't know that she stuck like she not did she, it wasn't amazement, but she really showed improved in season one what she could do. In season two, you can see the growth in her.
Yeah.
And she's a promising star. I'm so proud of her.
Yeah.
That's my homegirl. That's my heart. I really, I'm rooting for her all the way to the top. She deserves it. She works hard. She's humble. Um, she's on time.
Mm-hmm.
And just she's very interactive with everybody. She, like if you meet Bill Clinton, the president, and you'd be like, oh, he's got such a high title, but he don't. That's her. She's a
Love
great.
that. Love that. No, you guys have great chemistry. I'm super excited for everybody to check out season one first and then
Yes.
look out, for season two. So, all right, you acting, you can rap, educated, you
Yeah.
well rounded because one thing I know about people who've been around the streets and all that, we're around the people. You know what I'm saying? So what else do you see for yourself, besides, the acting? Do you want to be behind the camera? Are you writing? You doing projects? What's up?
Um, I'm writing. I have a few scripts and series in the book. I
Okay.
have a nice mean. I have a mean team behind me. Me and John, with John is the director of the Red Hook series. We have established a few plans and spin-offs that but yes, so I'm writing.
Let's
I'm looking
go.
looking to actually. I was grateful and fortunate enough last year to be assistant director for a short series.
Nice.
Yeah, so with my experience in acting, a lot of times in films that I've been in, um, I don't have I didn't get the credit for directing, but
Mm.
I understand the format from beginning to end. Um, and a lot of times it's your instincts, right? That you can't go to school for instincts.
Oh.
And if your instinct is where it needs to be, then that'll show improve on set. Sometimes in this, in film, I tell anybody it's always about it's not about everything going right. Every production, things will 10 out of 10 go wrong. And it's really about a mental battle about how you make adjustments,
Mm-hmm.
um, how you handle the situations in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and God has blessed me with an insight of and to be a visionary that I can see. So definitely, um, being behind the camera is something that's happened right now at this moment. And I look forward to helping other people live their dreams. And if I stop today, I've seen God do enough in my life.
Whoa.
But I'm
Let's
just
go.
getting started. I'm just getting started. Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's get it. We just getting started. So, I'm not gonna hold you long. Who do you look to when it comes to acting? Like, some of us have our favorite actors. Like, do you think you have a specific style of acting?
I would no. Well, I would say that I look to diversify my portfolio with doing different things. Phil Porter is a street guy, but he's a different street guy, right? He's not. He's really he's honestly he's a smart guy, but he's not a violent person. So just playing him doesn't equate to just being a wild out person. But I always look to diversify my portfolio. Like I've played a police officer, I've played a lawyer. Um, so I look to diversify and play things that are difficult.
Right.
Whether it's the humble guy. Uh, so yeah, I look at the actors that inspire me are. They're not big name actors. I look at I'm always working, right? When I look at TV, I don't look at TV to be entertained. I'm always working. I'm
Right.
always looking at how uh different actors handle different situations, how they project.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I look at TV. I look at TV because I'm always in school.
Mm-hmm.
As an actor, when I started this, now I will say that I do encourage, inspiring actors that it's not a it's not an easy task. Be a good steward and put some study in the different techniques. If you can surround yourself with a few acting coach, they don't have to be a famous coach. They could just be somebody who care about um
Craft. Yeah.
helping you show emotion and yeah, always study. I've heard Denzel say that he studies, and I'm a theater actor as well. Right? I didn't study theater, but I'm
I was about
great.
to ask you that.
Yeah, I'm great on stage with theater. That's really what helped me get to the point where I'm at now. Stage plays and theater, where you don't have a cut. If you got to keep going, and you have to know your lines. You have to know the person, everybody else's lines, so that you could know when you come in and how to handle yourself. So those things help me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Yeah, and don't expect nobody to give it to you. Work hard for it. And as I mature more in this business, um, I like to take advantage of, even if it's only two lines that you're speaking, make them two lines be the most devastating two lines that you can do.
Make it
Um,
count.
make it count. That's it.
Love that. Love that. Love that. Thank you for sharing that. Emphasizing people don't understand. You can almost tell the difference between a person who just started acting when it comes to film and those who came from the theater world. Theater world is like what you said with the instincts.
Yeah,
You got
yeah,
to be able to flow. You got to be able to, even if your partner misses their line, you got to be able to just catch it and do what needs to be
yeah,
done and make sure that scene is what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So, I truly thank you for sharing that. Um, so educated, have the background. You've been doing this for some time.
yeah,
Your consistency made you be seen at this time to be, the lead in this series. You're writing, and I think that's awesome. I can't wait to see, what is to come from you.
yeah.
Um, what leave us with something, that's on the heart, on the mind when it comes to where you've been in the game and where you are now and your desires to come. Like, just give us something that comes to mind with all three of those things.
Um, I'll say patience, perseverance, um, and just long suffering, right? And not suffering in a bad way. I think in this business of acting, sometimes you can put more on yourself than that's intended for you. So for me, outside of acting, I don't, and I don't, I don't want, maybe it just works for me. It may not work for no, but I don't pursue acting 24/7 every day.
Right. Right.
I have come to a place in my life where uh, the people that I'm associated with in fellowship, and have created relationship with, they, uh, doors open from previous things that I've done. And I probably would be involved with more things like if I was on Actors Access, or if I was on backstage.
Backstage. Hmm.
And I'm not saying it to tell nobody not, but some days I have my days where I'm like, you should do those things, but then I've had been blessed to move along in my career with just me naturally waiting for things, and not waiting like, but I put in the work. But when I say wait, it's acting roles don't come open every day, right?
Hmm.
And the thing that I work hard at doing now is just being a person. Um, some of us have 9 to 5s, or you have your own business. I'm a businessman as well. I have an interior and exterior paint company.
Awesome.
Um, yeah, so I have a family. I have kids that. So I'm a father. I'm a son. I'm a brother. I'm a cousin. And those things, if you know, if you take care of those things wholly, I think, and I do believe that, life will open up doors for you to do things like acting. But if you neglect those things and you pursue acting and think that, oh, let me do this full time, like, no, you do it because you feel that you are called to do it, or, I love doing it. So, for me, sometimes actors think that this is what they want to do until you on set, and you got to be on set, and it's cold outside, and you still got to run your lines, or it's uncomfortable, right? Sometimes it's so. Sometimes even when we shot the Rail Hook seasons, I mean, it was cold. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, your car might be running, so as soon as you finish, you jumping in your car to keep warm, and
Right.
it's not. It's
Get that shot.
it's the grind, though. So it's not going to be comfortable. But if it's what you want, fight through for what you want. But I would just leave everybody and just say, continue to be a person, be who you are, be the person you are. And honestly, we in the cast of Red Hook series, my man Amir,
Shout out to Mia.
yeah, his son plays in it.
Zaza.
It's a little
Shout out
Zaza.
to Zaza.
I met his mom on set. He's my little brother for real. Love him to life, man. And he's one of the people that we always talk, like, family over everything.
Sure.
Don't lose focus of yourself pursuing something that will eat you up and spit you out. Because when it's all said and done, who you are will always be there.
Right.
So,
Ooh.
just be genuine to yourself. If it's meant for you, it'll happen. Just be persistent, and sacrifice the things that maybe are negative in your life to be in a positive place.
Love that. Woo! Dropping bars. It's crazy.
Huh?
Let's get it. What? Come on, Mark. All right. So, last thing, I'll give you 2 words, and you tell me what comes to mind, and then
All right.
I'll let you go. And I'll see you at the premiere. Okay,
Yeah.
season 2. All right. So, what comes to mind when I say God?
Everything.
Art.
Everything. And
Mm.
then the second thing that comes is, I'll be honest with you, his son Jesus, right?
Come on, sir.
Yeah, because I don't want to, in this day and age, to give all respect to who God is. Like, for me, I'm being more intent of understanding um his son, and what it meant for us to cherish his son. Um, So that's what comes to mind, and I don't want to, go into a religious battle or be
Just do
combative
what you
about
want.
it. I'm just saying what
It's
comes
your
to
moment.
mind when you say God, his son Jesus, because um, yeah, the deeper I dig into to my spirit, the more he shows me the power in the name of his son.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Let's go. Last one, legacy.
What you leave behind in this lifetime outside of your physical possessions. Um, yeah, the money, the cars, and I've been through it in my lifetime. I've given up those things in order to be where I'm at now. To get it on the back end.
Right.
Um, so your legacy doesn't equate to your material possessions or what you have or how much money you have or what's in your bank account more than it is to what have you done to make an impact on other people's lives. And that's what acting has done for me. It's given me an opportunity to make an impact. um it's a quote that I got from Kanye West's mother that she told him in the documentary that and I live by it right now, that a giant looks in the mirror and sees nothing.
Come on.
So I'll be in rooms now and people will be like, and no cap, they'll be like, we got a celebrity in the building, or um and just as well I do have those credentials, but I'm just a man of faith who chose to follow, the direction that wasn't my direction. So yeah, let your legacy be what you do outside of yourself to leave an impact on somebody else's life.
That was so good. Ooh, I got chills. Come on, Mr. Marc Shyst. Let's
You got
go.
me. Listen now, I think
Ah,
after it's all said and done, I'm gonna be a minister at some point. I
speak
do,
it.
yeah, no. I honestly, like, if this wasn't my calling, I honestly would be in somebody's pulpit. But I know, but again, I'll tell you that acting has given me that platform to minister, not because of reading scripture, but by giving people the laws of faith,
Love it.
right? Like, again, you probably would. I don't know if we'll see it again, anytime soon. But to see a young man from Washington D.C. to play um, a character from Brooklyn, New York, and not only that, one of the greatest things outside of just honestly John and Dave believing in me, the cast believed in me. And I never forget at season one's premiere at the Hit Factory. Um, it was lit, like it was serious. Like
It was
outside of the
good.
premiere, it was nothing but, I'm talking about the real OGs from Red Hook. And it was a guy that was from Red Hook. I don't know his name. I remember his face, but man, he was from the street, but he wasn't. He, and when I came out, he walked up to me and he said, "Man, thank you for representing us, right?" And that was worth more than money, because
Right.
New York, the saying is, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
Where?
But for me to actually do what I did, do what I've done, and have the community of Red Hook embrace me, and someone to thank me for doing it, it was priceless. That was priceless. So I'm thankful, and I look forward to. If you haven't seen season one, go binge watch season one and get ready for season two.
Let's get it.
Yeah,
That's how you do it. Listen,
yeah,
future Pastor Shice, let's
yeah,
go. Let's get it.
yeah,
Listen, Dave said watch season one on YouTube, Real Block Pictures. Make sure y'all go and tap the link. Tell the people where they can find you to tap in. Listen, Marc, I'm so thankful for you, sir. Like, I'm like my heart. Like,
yeah,
you dropping bars, you giving confirmation on what God is speaking for me. I'm just super excited for you, and just keep keep on keeping God first. Keep your
Will do.
ear, keep your heart's posture to Him, and let Him continue to speak and guide you on what to do. I think you're phenomenal. I'm excited to see what else God has in store for you. And yeah, let's go.
Thank you, and I look forward to the world seeing you in season 2 as well, and continue to keep doing what you're doing. Um,
Thank you.
yeah, proud. I'm proud of you as well, sister, and
Thank
I
you.
see you at the premiere today on your platform. And may
Thank
God bless you,
you.
and may many doors and windows continue to open and bless you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Let the people know how they can find you, tap in. Let's get it.
You can follow me on Instagram or Facebook at Marc Shyst, MarcShyst. And you can also go to my block, my corner, my website, www.marcshystmusic. Marc Shyst. So my website is marcshystmusic.com.
Nice.
And from there you can get update information on all my music, all my movies, my merch. Go support me and download one of my albums. Go buy one of my shirts,
Let's go.
and just be a part of my family.
Listen, I'm a merch. I was gonna call myself something that sounded weird. I love merch, so I'm gonna have to tap in and check that
Tap,
website
tap
myself.
in.
So don't
Yeah.
be mad when y'all see my next video. I got the
Yeah.
Marc Shyst joint on. You know what I'm saying? I'm bumping his music in the background. I got the
Yeah.
plug
Yeah.
right now.
I'm gonna make sure you get. A matter of fact, I got something for you when I see you. I have something for you when I see you.
Let's go. Y'all heard the man. Listen, I'll be waiting. I don't play.
Got,
Let's
got you. I
get it.
got
Let's go.
you.
Listen, guys, make sure you guys follow him on all social media platforms. Do yourself a favor and go right now after this live. Subscribe to Real Block Pictures. Tap into the Red Hook series season 1, and be on the lookout for season 2, where you will see Mr. Marc Shyst as Phil Porter, the
Absolutely.
lead in Red Hook series. Huge shout out to Red Hook series family. Listen, they got some phenomenal actors. It's great talent, y'all. I'm not just saying that because I like these folks. I'm telling you what it is. It's really a dope behind series, y'all. And
Yeah.
there's more to come. They got heat. I'm telling you, they got heat. So
Yeah.
be on the lookout for that. Do your due diligence. Make sure you're following him. Check out his website. I gotta go and listen to the music. I'm on a couple of hooks out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
sing.
Let's make it happen.
I
Let's
can
make it
sing
happen.
too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing it out there. But
Okay.
listen, I'm a music lover, so just
Uh-huh.
popping. Don't be surprised you see it on one of my reels. I'm bumping your music in the background. Okay?
I got you. I would. I definitely would appreciate it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. But listen,
Yeah.
guys, make sure you follow Red Hook Series on Instagram as well. That's red_hook_series on Instagram. And also follow me, because you will see this interview on Hot Mic Lady She podcast on YouTube. Guys, there's more to come. Listen, y'all gonna get tired of seeing our faces, because God is doing a new thing in
Hallelujah.
2026
Yeah.
for his people.
Yeah.
So right about now, y'all better tap in. Listen, don't be in the comments telling me to sing now. I'm just messing with Mark. We having our moment. Mind your business. No. But listen, guys, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Real Block Pictures. Real Block Pictures is the page that you want to subscribe and check out season 1. Be on the lookout. Season 2 is loading. Thank you, Marc Shyst. I appreciate you. God bless.
God bless you too,
Peace,
Gwen. Thank
y'all.
you. All right.
Bye. Later. Lady She.